actually click over here on...
All right, folks, I'm back. So
let me see what you're saying. Just make sure. Yeah, perfect. When you actually click on...
let's see. So we're over here. Share this. Did I just share? I think I shared the window. Hold on. I want to make sure I share the right thing. The window. Yeah, perfect. So if we go back here, so it's the call to action, right? And basically what I like to do, I like to engage in storytelling. Now, this is more because I need to use, number one, if you are boring, people are not going to, they're going to exit your website very, very quickly. So this is where the art of being a good writer actually comes in. Now, a lot of the things that I see out there are sales writing. I try to combine storytelling with sales so that I can help the user feel as if I'm speaking to them, right? And then hopefully, I would have used a lot of more cheeky tone, to be honest. If this was my personal pet project, but I I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible, but also professional. So what you see here is me trying to rapport with the individual, because my number one goal as an SEO is not to look at the keywords, but to get you to be in this webpage as long as I possibly can. Now that sounds crazy, because a lot of people try to, like, the keyword, the title, all the things that I was telling you, right? All of them try to get you to write the sentences and the densities and the frequency analysis of how much you say a phrase. It's all important, but you know what's more important? Engagement. So if I'm a good writer, right, I can engage you for longer. And this is where, you have copy editors that are incredible writers, and you have copy editors that, you read it and you can't wait to close the browser. I hope. I wouldn't say, okay, I feel that you should read my page and then tell me if I did a good job. I'm trying to improve, but you tell me if I engage you enough, right? Especially if you're encountering this particular thing, right? Because like urinary incontinence means that you cannot control your bladder. So you might feel embarrassed, feeling sidelined and anxious. I really thought about the images that would someone would be able to connect if they were going through this, live event. So then what I do is I create influencer videos, because just in case I'm not really engaging you, I'm not really doing that great of a job, or maybe you're not that person, then I create. If you and you, actually, I'm gonna put my Bluetooth so behind me, and let me connect it so you can hear. I'm gonna show you how I do that. Right. So I put someone relatable to do it, but how do I do that? Because then that means that I have to pay this person lots of money to do this video. 36 seconds. I think influencers ask for like $300 to $500 to do a video like this. So let me stop sharing and let me share one of the tools that I hope you are going to like. So this one. So right here is Captions AI. Okay. So with Captions AI, I created the video that you are seeing. And I also created other videos that I put within the article as well. And the way that I do that, I click on AI creators, prompt to video, and then I tell it, I want to talk about incontinence I'm pretty sure I wrote that wrong. Continence for female athletes. Oopsie. Athletes. Okay. And how and what exercises they can do, such as pelvic, to reduce their issues, right? Then this generates a script of exactly what the AI is going to say. And the importance of this is that I need to read the script. Ladies, let's talk about something we often keep hush-hush. Incontinence during sports. You're not alone. If you ever leaked, that's pretty good. They probably told this act as an individual and be relatable, be friendly, so that they put in the LLM the script that it would generate in order to do this. So because I'm not going to be, it tells you about a Kegel exercise basically here. And the veracity of this, etc., I'm not going to examine. But the ones that I did examine them, and I looked it up, and then I verified that the advice that I was providing was in line with the evidence. So, and that's the actual hard work, knowing that what you're saying makes sense. And then I picked someone. I always pick someone different. So let's pick, I think, the person that looks like an athlete. Maybe Melanie. Melanie run the track and field, maybe. Yeah, I think Melanie try run track and field. Let's go with Melanie. And when this is generated, it's not very engaging just yet, right? It's just her talking. So this is where I introduce another tool. So I download and export it. And after I download and export it, I'm switching tabs now. I have to actually go to CapCut. Right? So then over here, you look at my recent projects. Not my templates. My recent projects. Recent. And let's do her. I actually want to do this one because I wanted to lower the volume of the song that I picked. I think I made it too loud. I should have done -25. So what I do is I upload the AI video from the other platform. I drag it in here. And then if I'm not feeling too creative, I just put some music. Right? And this is what I mean about putting the song. I like the song too much. So let me put -30. Yep. You gotta do some basic stuff. Oh, this song is loud. This is like a banger. Minus 35 is it working or what's going on? Okay, let's see. Because you don't want the music to drown her voice. Right? There we go. Yeah. Chill vibes, baby. Hmm, perfect. Now, if you want to basically have a little bit better um, CapCut videos, um, you can experiment with CapCut. What I would suggest, this is some. Let me see that draft is not good. Yeah, you know, where I was putting a little bit of images on top of it, so that as you go over here, let me lower it down. So you put the exercises, and as she's talking, you put images that relate, right, to the concepts that she is trying to elucidate, I guess, to put in front. Now, over here, we're talking about sleeping, so I put a little doggy. Now, it's all artistic. All I want to do is not make you fall asleep. Um, so, which, it's an interesting challenge. So if we go back to this, what you're going to see is a mixture, storytelling, right? Call to actions, um, telling you to imagine and put yourself in that position, finding athletes that are famous. She's an Olympic athlete, right? That does the bolt, I believe. So I don't know why this heading 2. This should be paragraph 2. Sorry, I just noticed a formatting issue here. Gotta get the right format. Oh, paragraph 1, that's what I meant to put. Okay. All right. Now it looks decent. Don't tell me I made the same mistake here. Yeah, wow. Okay. Paragraph 2. Oh, paragraph 1, sorry. Finding mistakes, guys. That's what happens when you do everything in one day. um, so I press save and publish. And then I present her. I present some of the techniques. I then go ahead and put an infographic. So for the infographic, I use Canva, right? So you can see that there's a plethora of tools here. And then you can see that this was here. And then I looked up information in regards to like what are some of the techniques that one can use in order to reduce the probability of leaking. And then, very important, right? When you go here and you go here, your social image, which is your thumbnail, it's right here, right? So when I share the link to this website, right, it's going to say healing urinary incontinence. So people are going to know, and then hopefully let me test it. I'm hoping that this works. It should work. I have another image, so it might show up here, but the point is that there's an image, right? So that's what I'm talking about there. I think this is cache because I changed the image and then it didn't change back from what it was. And if you can see in my Canva, I had this image. I won't lose. Urinary incontinence is on, buddy. But then the size of the image wasn't right as a thumbnail, so I had to switch it. But I actually like this one a lot better, but it just didn't fit. So, and then that's the one that you're seeing here, but as you can see, it doesn't fit. But that eventually will go away, and then you will see the other one. So that's that. And let's see. let's go over a little bit here. Sorry, I'm just browsing because I'm looking for the article. Okay. So then I relate, I put the infographic. So the point is, you can see how deep this is, right? Like I have to create an infographic. I have to create several AI. I have to put together a story, several AI things, right? Then I have to look up like really good videos in YouTube that thought or contributed to the article that I'm writing in its own way, right? I thought he was great. I don't know if he's gonna be the right messenger, but hey, I'm a messenger too. I'm not normally the right messenger, but I'm a messenger. So 5 pelvic floor exercises. She's fantastic. Recommend her. Visit her channel. Subscribe. Good job. And then I start providing like advice in regards to what to do. And this advice is based on I went to Mayo Clinic, WebMD, the evidence based, and I utilize another tool, right? ChatGPT. And one of the things that you have to do with ChatGPT. Oh, let me switch because I have to use the one in my other context. This one. One of the things that you have to do with ChatGPT is not for it to not be detectable that it was written by an AI. Now, people will tell you, oh no, ChatGPT is a terrible writer or whatever. And to be honest, if you look at the effort that I had to take, you can see this is me interacting with ChatGPT to actually get to the copy from, this morning all the way down, because it's me and him. It's like I'm telling him the concepts. I'm telling him why he doesn't sound natural. Telling him these are the verbs that you need to use, etc. So normally what I tell it is like, you sound too formal. You need to be friendlier. You need to report. You need to use senses. You need to bring it down. Give me analogies. Think of like how that person is feeling. So then all of a sudden, when you take anything that I wrote in that website and you run it through this tool, and there's a tool that tells you whether it was a human that wrote it or not, and that is the AI Human Analyzer. Okay, and then I am going to take any part of the things that I wrote that 100%, okay, 100%, it was me and the machine. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay. Okay. See. Humanize. Okay. %90 AI likelihood, right? And if you humanize it, right? Now this says, hey, there's 0% likelihood that was that AI wrote it, right? And the reason that it's important to run it through the humanizer and to shift your content, right, is so that later on when Google decides to punish people that use AI to write their content, you're not one of the individuals. However, like if you pick, let's say, for example, this, copy. So I'm in trouble pasting my words. Hold on, let me just copy paste from here. Okay. so weird. Oh, and how to try again? It's like, I didn't see that. Okay. See? So it thinks that this wasn't written by an AI, but it definitely wasn't written by an AI. So the idea is like you utilize those things that we talked about, right? Like, slowly reading it yourself and then determining if it's the right, I guess, tone, right? And if you can't determine it, just run it through AI Humanizer, press here, click Humanize, and copy and paste it back, put it back in there. I think you can do it without it, but hey, it's a nice tool to have. So there's something really important that I haven't touched, and that is that I ran this, right? And I want to tell you, that it was not easy to get to 69, meaning I want to show you that my first attempt was a measly 36. My second attempt was 54. And at this point, when I was getting to 64, right, over here, 64, I was pretty tired and I was ready to give up, right? And I wrote this here for myself and, just remind myself, what is my mission? Why am I doing this? Why am I working this hard for, to basically rank here? Well, in the end, I'm working so that people can find this information and then meet Dr. Mbong, right? And then actually get really good results and be able to live a normal life. So in a way, I have to remind myself, what is my goal? And I fought through it and I fought through it. And I said to myself, you know what? Until I get to that green, I'm not going to stop. So 10 hours later, after writing AIs and headings and going through each one of these, right? Because what you have to do, let's say, for example, this says that in order to get urinary incontinence, I need to add that keyword 12 more times, right? So that means that within this that I've written, somehow I have to use the word urinary incontinence 12 more times. And think about the challenge when you're writing a book. And this is the problem with algorithms and search engines and whatever. They're punishing me of writing really fun content because I need to write 12 freaking times urinary incontinence in order to find the person that is actually going to benefit from this, right? So I feel that it's a very flawed system, but they've done it. It's incredible what we've done, but I do feel like it's a little bit of a rat's nest over here. So I actually picked things that went with my flow, and as you can see, there's 18,000 traffic a month, and 1,600 and things that actually help me write the thing. And although not perfect, and it still needs work, because until this gets to 100 is not good enough, right? Because somebody will surpass my 69 if they put, instead of my 10 hours, assuming that they're not, assuming they do better, they say put 9 hours and they beat me, then I need to work a little harder to get to 69 again and get to the top 10. But if you look at the people over here, this doesn't mean that I'm going to make it to the top 10. We'll see in 30 days when I do a video again, and we see the results of this labor. But the idea is like this audit tells you exactly what you should be looking for. Now, one of the beautiful things is Google Search Console, right? Just making sure you're here, right? And I am not the owner of that particular domain, right? but I'm certainly the owner of this one. So over here, you can discover all sorts of issues that your pages may have, right? Or how is it indexed? But I think more helpful is Ahrefs, which tells me something really, really key. And this will be my last piece of advice for this particular live. And I'm going to share my screen real quick because I want you to see it. And this is like very important. Okay. So if I go to Ahrefs and I look at my site explorer and I look for the one that I was evaluating and I look for broken links, broken backlinks, right? Broken links and broken backlinks. So it shows that these guys, CrossFitRTP.com is linking to this, right? So I need to create this page again and do a 301 redirect so that when they're linking, so if I go to this page, right, and I hopefully load soon, and then they're linking to her, they're doing her.favor, is beautiful. I click here, but then that page is dead because now the about us is not really about us, right? So let me see why is the link wrong. About us. I'm not certain why it's not reaching there, but it's certainly not reaching. Maybe it's a www. Let me see. No, I'm not certain why this is a bad link. About us. What's wrong with this? Why? What's different, guys? Oh, it's about. So someone changed it to about instead of about us, and then didn't put an about us page that redirects to about. So now she has broken links that are external to her because people that link to your site that was trying to do you a favor, now they have broken links. That's really important to fix for sure. And then there is also wait. I'm looking for internal broken links. Four not found are internal broken links. So great, there are no broken links right now. What a great job. Let me just make sure that I'm right. Click on. Oh no, actually, she has 4 broken links that are internal to her website. In other words, oh no, and these are really bad ones because these are the call to action ones. So in other words, if I go to this over here and I click on the call to action, let's see if it's that one. No, that one is good. Let's see which one is broken. This one? Yeah. So that's really bad. We gotta fix that for sure. I'll alert her in regards to that. And then there are 4 more like that. So you make all of this beautiful work, all this beautiful copy, all that effort, and then the call to action link that is to get the user to do what you want them to do is a dead link. That one is a fatal mistake. And I'm just being, not fatal at all, but the point is, it's a mistake. So that ends my review of the SEO. There is so much work to do because you can imagine that every individual page needs to have everything that I just talked about implemented within it. And then you also have to, in theory, do what is called topic clusters, where you select the topic, and then anything that is related to that topic, in a sense, you need to write about it so that you can become more of an authority about it. And then the other things that we didn't talk about here are backlinks. So, and then the process of reaching out to websites that provide complementary information that pertains to the subject matter in question, that may be interested in having us do a blog post so we can do guest blogging and then link back to our website, or we provide a service or we pay them, whatever the method is. The point is, we need a lot more backlinks, probably like 300 to 500 more. If you're going to pay for backlinks and in a good domain authority and then pay for advertisement, they're going to cost you $300 to $500 per link. So really, I mean, you're talking about a lot of money. So 500 times 500, I guess you're getting 250. That's crazy. Let me see, $500 times 500 links. I mean, in a high domain authority, that's what it would cost, and that's crazy talk. So from my perspective, this is where outreach comes into play, where you go to, let's say, a seminar or a conference, and when you talk to individuals within that conference that are in your same field and they have a website, you establish their relationship, etc. And at some point, you have to say, can I guest blog posts in your page? Can I have a link back to my page, and I'll link back to yours? So all of a sudden, now you're a community that is helping each other reach the target audience that you are trying to help. So this is what I call a strategic SEO session, and it's not the SEO service that you would buy anywhere. I thank you for listening thus far, and have a great night. Bye-bye.